What up, everyone? Pat Mayo here with your quick breakdown for the 2021 Arnold Palmer Invitational. The DraftKings picks, if you want the full cheat sheet, head on over to dknation.com anytime after 5 p.m. on Tuesday evening, and you can just find the list up there. But I'm going to talk you through my plays from top to bottom for the event at Bay Hill this week. The course itself, it's a par 72. We know Bay Hill pretty well at this point, 7,454 yards, a lot of long iron shots and Bermuda green, so you have to take that into consideration when you're looking at some of your putting stats as well. But this course features the most approaches from beyond 200 yards that the players will see on the PGA Tour this season. All four of the par threes are also from 200 to 225 yards. So that's where a lot of those approaches come in. So you can't hit a long iron, you just might as well bugger off for the week because you're not going to be in contention. If we go to the very top, a lot of expensive players, and you can make, if you want to play Rory and Bryson in a lineup, you can make it work this week because where it's an invitational and only 123 players and like 10 of those players are god-awful, so they're not going to make the cut, that a very high percentage of the field in comparison to most events will play the weekend. So you can do superstars and super scrubs if you really want to based on the DraftKings pricing. But for me, I'm going to take a bit more, not necessarily balanced approach, but mid-tier balanced approach. And I'm probably going to start my teams off with Patrick Reed at $10,200. If not him, it's going to be defending champion Tyrrell Hatton at $10,000. And I love Matthew Fitzpatrick at $9,800. There are paths where you can play all three of these guys in one lineup. But if you're playing multiple lineups, then you can use two of the three if you want to and move down from there. Also in the $9,000 level, he's not going to be popular this week, but Jordan Spieth continues to play well. The off the tee game is improving. I like his low ownership. I like the state of his game. He's never played this event before, which is kind of crazy. Just keep it out of the water, Jordo, and you're going to be fine here because the long irons and the putting have been superb over the past month. So if you can get them at low ownership with that sort of upside, I like that a lot. Now it gets tricky. Between 8,700 and 7,700, there's a lot of fantastic plays. So whittling down this part is going to be extremely complicated and depends on personal preference. Molinari, Zalatoris, Sam Burns, Mark Leishman, Jason Kokrak, Cam Davis, Ricky Fowler, Justin Rose, Lanto Griffin, Cameron Tringali, and Charlie Hoffman are all entirely in play this week, all rate out exceptionally well. For me, I like Sam Burns the best. After that, I like Cameron Davis second, then Lanto Griffin. Those would be my three stabs in this area if you're building a more balanced roster. If you don't want to do that, you can go to the bottom of the $7,000 level. And again, you don't need to because you can play some scrubs in the $6,000 region. But Matt Jones at $7,400, a good play. Alexander Noren at $7,300, a good play. But the best play is the other Swede in this range at $7,200, Henrik Norlander. He is one of three players in the field over the past 36 rounds to be inside the top 10 in both approach and on driving coming into this event. Plus, we're back on Bermuda where he actually gains strokes putting historically versus everywhere else where he is the world's worst putter. So that is where I like at the bottom of the 7K region. Wyndham Clark at 7,000, also another flyer that you can mix into your lineups as well. Been playing extremely good golf. You hope that he can hit his wedges and the around the green game isn't a disaster, but driving and putting and long irons, Wyndham Clark's got those in spades. $6,000 range, you just might want to mix and match a lot of these guys. Killer Keith Mitchell, bad form coming in, but great history at this event. Back-to-back top six finishes, getting himself into the Open Championship with those appearances inside the top six as well. So he's just someone you can kind of go back to time after time. Bermuda Keith Mitchell always puts better on Bermuda grass, but the very top end plays, Seb Straka is the lowest I want to go. He has $6,400. Cam Percy coming off another good week in the alternate event in Puerto Rico is $6,500, both decent plays. And then Sebastian Munoz, he's just too low in the pricing. He's $6,700. He's much better than that price. You can go to him as well. Once again, the full cheat sheet will be available on dknation.com. And for full episodes of the Pat Mayo Experience, where we go in depth, both betting and for DraftKings, check out the Mayo Media Network YouTube channel, where those shows subside and reside. And you can download the podcast on the Pat Mayo Experience audio feeds wherever you download podcasts. See you next week.